Hey guys, long time no see. Welcome back to Belgrade Diaries. It's been a while. I'm filming this at the end of January and we've had an eventful month, which I'm glad to report. We went to Novi Sad, we celebrated my fiance's birthday, my best friend in the world, very best friend in the world was visiting, was staying with us. And now we're kind of getting back to our routines now that everything's calmed down. And I feel like I have more time and energy to film the vlogs, which I missed a lot actually. And today is Sunday and it's very warm, thank God. Finally the warmth came back to Belgrade, like knock on wood. And today we're gonna go to Dedinje. It's a part of the city that we've not yet like properly explored. I think we were just really passing by a couple of times and we just want to get there. No plan, nothing, just walk around, see what the building looks like, what the people looks like, maybe grab a coffee somewhere and head back home because I have a thing later today, so we don't have the full day to explore, but I'm very excited. Let's finish getting ready and let's go to Dedinje. Okay, first impressions, very quiet, very peaceful, not too many people, the air, oh my god, it's so fresh. We can breathe with Alexander for the first time in a while, properly. Very lovely. Now we're heading to a cafe, not sure if we're gonna eat there or not, but just want to check it out and then just walk some more around the area. Okay, so we walked around Dedinje a little bit and now we're in the Topčider park, and once again the air quality here is so much better than in Dorchel. I mean, not surprising, but still it's shocking how much fresher it is actually here. And I'm contemplating moving somewhere if we end up staying in Belgrade like even longer, like long term. I think it's definitely we should move out from the city center because it's really dusty and I'm afraid of getting sick, honestly, because of the air quality. I mean, it's not perfect anywhere, but I feel like here you can actually feel the freshness when you smell it in, so it's really nice. And we're gonna walk around. We have no idea what to see here, honestly. We just randomly walked here, and after that I think we're gonna head back home and get back to work. I think we have a few things we need to do before Monday starts. Just finished running and having a breakfast with my friend. It's Monday, early afternoon almost, I think, and it's about time for me to go back to work and actually do everything I need to do. But it was great to start the day and the week with some activity to move my body, especially since the weather is so lovely today, which is not very often in Belgrade. Hey guys, we're about to head out to take Cookie on a walk, and I wanted to quickly talk to you about a couple of books I've been reading lately. And I think behind me you can see the large suitcase, the one that we bought in London, because we went there last November without luggage, but then on the way back we bought a lot of stuff, so we got ourselves this huge one. And it doesn't fit anywhere currently. We should think of some permanent solution for it, but right now it's just sitting there with my trench coat on top, but that's all right. So I've been reading a couple of books. This one I've finished, I want to say a couple of weeks ago. It's Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. Honestly, when I just saw the title, that's the same author who wrote Cleopatra and Frankenstein, which I haven't read. I'm not really intending to. I have kind of an ick about like this, you know, like Romeo and Juliet, for example. There was some young adult book that had the main characters named after Romeo and Juliet, and kind of, you know, like, I don't know what they were trying to do with the book. And Cleopatra and Frankenstein, again, like obviously those are just random names for the people living in modern times, but I don't know, it feels icky to me. So I didn't want to read that, but The Blue Sisters is a different story. And when I first saw the title, I was thinking, like, what does blue mean? Are they all depressed? Spoiler alert, yeah, they kind of are in a way, but it's really just their last name. Yeah, so it's there's the Nikki Blue, Lucky Blue, Bonnie Blue, and Avery Blue. And those are four sisters who, actually three sisters, because one of them has died. And we find them about almost a year after the death of the sister. And we see what's going on with those women, where they live, what they do, how they feel. They are all kind of a mess, to be honest. They're not doing that great. Obviously, the tragedy of their sister's death is taking a toll on them, but then also they're just kind of all over the place in general. Like, they have their own thing going on. They're all demons. They're fighting. And we find them in this awkward place, and then we kind of leave them in a somewhat better place. Like, some things worked out, some didn't. Something happened, something didn't happen that people were kind of afraid was going to happen. And I think the book did a very good job at kind of throwing us in to this life of the group of people, of a family, essentially, and the people around them, people close to them. And it kind of led us into their lives. It pictured what their daily routines look like, the thoughts they have, the things they struggle with. It didn't give us, like, we kind of got an ending, but not like, but there's still a lot that can happen to them moving forward. Things can change again, but it gave us kind of the ending, which was better than I was anticipating, because the things that they were going through, they're kind of rough. But I think whatever happened to them, it was for the best, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's a groundbreaking book or something that I will definitely be recommending to anyone and everyone, but I liked it. So if you are unsure about the book, I think you can give it a go. It's nice. Out of those popular Instagram/TikTok books, I think this one is pretty decent, so I can recommend it. And surprisingly, I don't know if I told you about it, but I'm not a huge Sally Rooney fan. I'm not in on the whole genius thing that she's claimed to be, but I read her Normal People Conversations with Friends and now The Beautiful World, Where Are You? Full disclaimer, I still have 8 pages to finish. I've read it before I fell asleep yesterday, and I'm gonna finish it later today after we walk Cookie. But so far, I mean, I probably will not change my opinion. I mean, unless something extremely drastic happens towards the end of it, but even then, I don't think it'll change still. And I liked it. I didn't hate it. I think I enjoyed it a bit more than the rest of the books that I've read by her. Still not an author who I'm gonna buy everything that she comes out with, and I'm not a fan as such, but I liked it. And here we also have a story. There are two friends, two ladies. One of them lives in Dublin, and she's somewhat unsuccessful and like not a failure, but she's struggling with a low pay, high rent, and she kind of is lost in many ways. And the other one is an author, a successful author, who is rich, who is, career-wise doing great, but she's also kind of struggling mentally. She's had her own troubles, and now she moved to the middle of nowhere, somewhere in Ireland, Southern Ireland. And they kind of keep in touch by sending those emails to each other where they have conversations about anything and everything. They go kind of philosophical, but a bit shallowy, I think, sometimes, but that's all right. And then we kind of watch those two lives of those two women happen, and sometimes you feel like they're such idiots and you kind of want to just slap them in the face and shake them and tell them to just do something about their lives. And then 10 pages later you emphasize with them greatly and you think, oh my god, I totally relate to that, and everything that's going on is like, yeah, I can vividly imagine myself going through it, or I have gone through it. And then 10 pages later you hate them again and you think, oh my god, why am I reading about some idiots? So in that sense, it's an interesting book, and I think the way it's written, you kind of are very immersed in the story, and there are no dialogues, no classic dialogues here. So the way it's written is also like, you know, funny. I like it. Some people, I imagine, would not enjoy it as much, but to me it was good. And I kind of like, I don't have any favorite characters here. I don't want to be any one of them. I don't think any one of them is going to be doing fine. So far, I think they're all going to continue to fight their demons until they die, unsuccessfully fight, but still, it's a fairly enjoyable book. So I just wanted to talk about them a little bit. I've been reading many more books this month, but I don't think I'll be talking about all of them on the channel. So if you've read any of them, let me know, and if you know anything that like is similar to this. I mean, I've read Rachel Cusk, obviously, who is also huge on social media, and please do not suggest Colin Hoover. I will not be reading that. But yeah, if you know any books I might like, please let me know. I think I need to take the dog out because she's lying next to me and she could really use a walk. So we're gonna do that, and I'll see you later. We've just been to Senica. I think it's a relatively new coffee place. I'm not sure how new it is. Sorry. I think my lenses are always dirty. Yeah, it was nice. They have a pretty small menu, just coffee obviously, and then a couple of sweet things as desserts. They have quiche, sometimes with fish, sometimes with chicken, and that's it. But I feel like you don't need more in this little space like that. And it's also very, like, I like the design, and it feels very comforting. Oh, there's Alexander with Cookie once you're there. And now we're gonna head back home. I don't think I'm gonna film anything today, and I also think that it's a perfect time to end this vlog, because I think for you it's gonna be maybe 15-17 minutes, but I've been filming it actually throughout January, which is a long time. I think I'll try and film a bit more in February, if anyone is even interested in that at this point. But yeah, thank you so much for watching anyways. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any cool places, any places you like to go to, like coffee shops, maybe restaurants, cafes, or just sites, let me know in the comments, because I'm really looking forward to exploring the city more and going to the new places more this year. I'll be looking forward to all of your recommendations, and yeah, thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.